Yes, this is going to be another requested video. It's going to be a reading for a friend, and she wanted me to do a video response. Sorry, brain fart. Ignore my hair, it's crazy. I have my bathtub still on. Anyways, with that said, let's get into the reading. Let's go. Pretty excited about this reading, by the way. Very good numbers. So, the birthday above 1 plus 6 plus 1 plus 9 plus 6 plus 5 is a 28 slash 10 slash 1. Let's get into that. But first, let's break down the compounds because they do matter. So first, let's look at the 28. It is made of 2 and made of 8. So the number 2 is represented by the Divine Mother. The element associated with this number would be water. It is also represented by the moon. The moon rules Cancer, by the way, side note. So it embodies a lot of cancerous traits from the sign Cancer. So number 2 is represented by water, so self-reflection is a must because it's represented by the surface of the water. Diplomacy, nurturing, and intuition. You most likely would have enhanced intuition, enhanced empathy for other people. Also, you may be very diplomatic in certain topics in your life. It is also the number of teaching as well, because what does a mother do? A mother teaches. So you may like to teach young children or just teach people the difference between how to take care of yourself and stuff like that. The number 8 is a significant number. It is represented by harvest. Also karma. Before I get into the karma part of it, let's say the planet associated with this planet is Saturn, I believe. Saturn is ruled by my man Kronos, Zeus's pappy. So Saturn is of discipline, can be of organization. Now the number 8 is significant because we're getting up to the spiritual numbers. So the 8 is of karma. It has a lot of willpower. It's another leadership number. It also can be represented by the past and the future, and also infinity. So with this number, you may reap what you sow. You may get things back faster than any other numbers because it is the number of karma. So whatever you put out, you get back faster than any other number out there. With that said, you may also like to be the leader in certain things you lead upon, like certain, not organizations, but certain outings or certain things you just like to be a leader. That's where you would thrive at the best. For this, you also make a very good protector of other people and your possessions, especially the ones you love. That is all for that. So let's get into the 10/1. Let's go. So the 10/1, let's break down the 10 first. So the 10 is made out of 1 and 0. This is very significant because 1 is masculine energy. It's represented by the father, and it's not represented by a planet. It's represented by the sun. The sun rules Leo, so you may embody a lot of Leo-esque qualities to you. Leo is of ego. It is of pride. It is of creativity. It can be of children as well, and also the pleasures within mostly, and the pleasures that you see without. It can be a leader in most of the things it does. That is the 1 energy. The 1 is a leadership number. So the 1 is of the Divine Father. The 1 is a leader, a pioneer. Could represent pride, aggression, normally the first to take action So it represents also action as well. But it is significant because the sun also represents itself. So it's the number of the self. So, side note, what Leos do, everything a Leo does, they do from their heart. So you may speak from your heart a lot, which is a good thing. For the number 0, I call this number the gateway. Sounds pretty cool, right? So there is no built-in element or planet represented by this number. Let me explain why. So this number was in ancient texts, even in the tarot. The archetype associated with this number is the Fool. And what the Fool is meant to do, the Fool is meant to jump into new beginnings without thinking first and kind of going with the flow kind of energy. And whatever exits from a gateway, no one really knows. There is no negative and positive. There is no male and female. There is no light or dark in the speak. But in this case, what's coming through is the number 1, which is masculine energy. This is significant because with the number 0, you can always choose your path you want to create at that moment. Let's get into the number 6, your mind plane. This number is significant. This number is represented by Venus. Venus rules Libra. Quick touch upon Libra, so it represents beauty, compassion, quick thinking, and balance, because we have the scales. So that is what the number 6 is also represented by, the scales, but also family and friends. It is also another significant number in the 369 sequence, so go watch that if you haven't. So 6 is also the number of unconditional love, but it also holds the opposite, which can be hate as well, so be careful. Family and friends, so you might have a deep compassion for other people, especially family and friends. You like to be the leader in a friend group or a family group or just anybody that you have a connection with. Like to lead them through the darkest times. Well-known number 6, life path 6, is Bobby Flay. What Bobby Flay does is he's a number 6, so he loves to bring compassion and make sure everybody's well fed around him. Also, you might be a really good cook or just like really good food, but you will go out of your way to make sure everybody around you is fed, make sure everybody's good, make sure they're all loving. Also, the number 6 is represented by the scales, so whatever you give a number 6, negative or positive, they feel like they should give it back. That's a double-edged sword, by the way. Every single number has a double-edged sword. There is always a polarity, number 6 included. Another number 6, but also on the negative side, will be Joseph Stalin. He's a 33/6 life path, and he caused a lot of deaths within people, usually from starvation, because number 6 likes to feed people and he starved people. And that's gonna be it for this reading. I will do your name numbers later. I am running out of time, in this video, and I kind of want to get it out to you before the big eclipse. Side note, the eclipse is going to enhance every number. You should go watch those videos if you have the chance. And if this video resonates with anybody, just because it's not your birthday, or maybe it is, you could follow along if any of these numbers apply to you. And if some of these numbers do apply to you, or all these numbers apply to you, and you want additional information, please reach out and I'll be happy to assist you in any way I can. And with that said, bye-bye. I hope you enjoy your reading.